Hey folks, welcome back to the Feroz Moto channel. Today we have the treat, the luxury to look at this gorgeous BMW E36 in Alpine White. This is the coupe. It comes in a 5-speed manual transmission and it is in an immaculate condition. I want to say thank you so much to BMW of Ramsey for giving me the opportunity to review these cars here. If you have any need of sales or anything, hit up Alex Meza. He's your guy, he'll help you out. But this guy is currently for sale on their website and it's going for around $30-something thousand. I will put in the description. But overall, it is so cool and it's such a nice treat to see the grandfather of my car. Funny enough, same color, same everything. And here we have the key. Of course, it's not the same old key fob with everything, but do we give something up? Do we understand what this car is at the time and what it was? And have we lost some of that luster and specialty when it comes to this car? So some brief history of it, of course. The E36 M3 is the second generation of M3. And as you see here, it was first a coupe only. Fun fact, when it came with the sedan in Canada, I believe, people wanted it so bad in the United States, as this was a European only car, we begged BMW, sending them tons of emails, and eventually they caved and ended up sending a 4-door version of the car with the S50 motor. So originally in Europe, this was a bespoke race car, homologation car in some ways, where if they had to race and compete, they had to sell just enough of these on the actual road in public for them to be able to compete with that car in its legality, and that's what we got. Unfortunately, in the US, we did not get that special car, but when it comes to it, the motor that we have in this American vehicle is a lot more reliable, a lot more stout, and a lot less temperamental when it comes to reliability and issues. But if you come over here, we can check out the interior. So this comes with these special Vader seats, as everyone comes to love. If you guys look in the aftermarket for these cars, it is crazy what's going for prices here, as they are varying in all types of conditions and prices. So we're gonna open it up and take a look here with the old school M3. It's so cool to make a comparison what we have today in my car, but this is really where things were special. I'm gonna have a seat here and we can take a look, but even these smells, everything in this vehicle, it is so old school. Some you could say gangster in here, but look at these dashes, everything unleaded gasoline, 91 as a minimum, and overall I am just blown away. This is a time capsule into the past. Get to see where our coin holders are for our little tolls here as we're going through. And overall, this is such a nice, well-kept condition car. Here we have the sunroof. As we know, those sometimes like to break and not do too well out in the market. But here we have the model. So it is a 1995 BMW M3 6-cylinder, of course, pushing out all of that naturally aspirated power. But overall, you can find so many mods with these. Of course, this comes with the diff and everything. With the 6-speed, we have all 5 gears and a reverse, which is really nice. And we'll see if we can give it a start. So here we have with the AC and dash going on. I'll just turn that off with everything as it's on the battery tender. But here we have the old school dash with all the info. And of course, the legendary check engine light, as it is a BMW and we wouldn't expect it any other way. But overall, I want to say it's a super comfy area to sit in. Of course, it's not set up to my position and seating, but I can see myself being very comfy, very driver cockpit oriented. We have all types of fans here, giving straight to the driver, all analog buttons that feel great to touch, tactility wise, all the information you need, cigarette lighter and such. So overall, I like it. I was definitely in the area of thinking of getting one of these, but to find one at this level, you have to be spending so much money to get just a flavor and taste of what this vehicle is. So I'm going to see if we can get to start this guy up, as it is a bit more special. But let's see. I'm going to give it a twist, make sure it's a neutral, and we'll see how it goes. So here we have the S50 motor, all of it in its natural purr, not super loud or raspy, and it does a good job staying healthy and hearty in the vehicle. So as you see here with the car, it comes with the MPG gauge. So the more you step on the gas, you actually see more of it starting to move. So it's not as complicated and sophisticated as we have in the modern cars, of course, but did the job in keeping the efficiency rating back in the day. One thing we know with these cars, with the test of time, these door sills would always come off, and also the window regulators. You could ask my good friend Shane what he says about that. But as I say, for a package and a vehicle, this thing is timeless. I love the look of this rear wing here. Such a nice race car homologation look, and it is just absolutely stunning in this color. I know not a lot of people love white on cars. It is somewhat basic, but I think it is just gorgeous. You know, they say race cars are white in some ways, and this guy is just looks fast standing still. With these 5-spoke wheels here, with these lugs, like I said, everything here is restored to almost perfection. We're running on some Pilot all-season 4 tires, a very nice do-it-all comfort tire, and especially for the time back then with the tire technology that was on cars. having a modern tire on here will definitely waken things up, and hopefully your joints and bushings can survive the thrashing. But another cool fun fact with these cars is out here are the jack points. You could actually stick something out of here in this little puck, and you could check if those work. Most of the cars here in the Northeast, where I am in Jersey, most of these cars are rotted out to a bad spot. So it's so nice to see when that is just not molested and abused, and just really come to appreciate and respect what this car has to offer. So of course, I would love to get to drive one of these. I don't think we're gonna get to have the opportunity today to do that, but to have the general idea of what this is compared to what we have now, it's kind of hard to say. These were almost the same car. Ideally, you see here, this is the coupe. If you have a sedan model, it'll be a bit more appropriate to compare when it comes to my G80 M3, but what a car. Here we have the kidney grills in a nice small fashion here. Of course, not the gigantic controversial grills we have that people tell me all the time in the comments, but what a car, what a car. So let me know what you guys think. Have we lost our way with BMWs? I think not. You know, it's always become the ultimate driving machine, not the ultimate track car. Even for this guy, I heard it has the perfect 50-50 balance when it comes to weight and handling. These guys are really special for that time and that feeling. But overall, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you appreciate this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think down below compared to my G80. Have we lost our way with BMWs? This is old, but is it gold? And when it comes to restoring and keeping these on the road, is it worth the hassle? Let me know down below. I'm going to try to see all the other M3s I can. As you guys know, I am definitely biased and love those cars. But for the money, for an old school classic and relic, it is very hard to beat one of these guys. So stay tuned. We're just going to do another walk around of the car, see if I missed anything here on this thing. But I could just stand here and look at it all day. So freaking cool. Well, that about wraps that up. Then again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Ryan out.